Yeah, we live now, man. What's up,
Alright.
y'all? This South Arkansas Trill Talk. You know what I'm saying? Chilling with my homeboy SOTS, man. Shit, we had to change up, man. We go Facebook Live, then we probably take it Instagram, TikTok, then we might do YouTube, man. Sometimes connection be bad from the YouTube way. But like I say, man, we go get it done regardless. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. Shout out to Sots out there, man. I know y'all heard him. L Dog out there. You know what I'm saying? Hot right now, man. Introduce yourself to the world out there, man. Let them know who you is out there. Let them know what you got going on, man.
Man, I'm Size, man. Gospel rapper here in the area, trying to do a little something. Just trying to put some positivity out here in the street, man. Trying to show people that, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta follow that trend with the industry rap, with all that drill rap and all that degrading the women and pushing the narrative of selling drugs and sliding on the ops and all that, man. Like it's ways to do things, man, and you can still, like, you know what I'm saying, you can still create your own wave and have some motion, as they say. Just trying to
Yeah,
touch, they're trying to touch some people, man. Just show them a different, just show them a different route. Just trying to touch some people.
that's what's up. Shit, man. What started you? What how your passion go? We grow up in church, or how that go on? What made you get your calling in that way?
Yeah, man. I grew up in church. From early as I can remember, to be honest with you, man. I've been there. I ain't never like left the church and then I done bumped around from different type of denominations. I done seen quite a few different ways of worship and stuff like that, man. But ultimately it's only just one God, you know. People got different ways of maybe how they serve them or what.
I hear you out there. I just put some music in here for.
Uh,
You keep tell you, man. I would just put some sound in here,
oh,
but
but yeah, I
go
had
ahead.
started when I was like, I don't know, it was the early 2000s. I started rapping, but quickly found out, you know, I really just, I don't know, man. I couldn't rap about what everybody else was rapping about, so my music really, what it was relevant, but people just wasn't giving it a chance because they weren't trying to hear that. Honestly, like, people want to hear what they want to hear, and here now, man, that's why my style is like it is. I do gospel rap, man, but I'm not a scripture throwing rap or nothing like that, man. I give it to the people in a way they can understand. A lot of people talk to me. So a lot of people that really just don't go to church and stuff, they talk to me, they give me their points of views and what they feel, and then I figure out a way I can witness to them, and I put it all in music, and then I put it out there.
That's what's up, man. Like, what's your drive on the position of who inspired you for this, far as on the gospel tip, gospel rappers out there that you probably know, or who you collided with out there from other cities?
Who have I collab with?
Yeah, what was your inspiration, like your biggest motivation from like famous stars to local stars to, people that you probably, your idols out there? What inspired you to make you be going for this, the kind of music you make? Like, name some people that inspired you to make that kind of, that healing music, that you know what I'm saying, that good feel music. It's all good when it's all for God out there. What I'm saying, but like Yolanda Adams, one of them, Marvin C, somebody that I look at they styles and how they reach and teach. You know what I'm saying? And then I look at the locals like J2W, you know what I'm saying? One like that, somebody that you can inspire, the inspiration of who you give to people or to give you this energy to give back to people out there.
Well, man, my the reason I started positively rapping anyways was because of my little brother. He he ain't never just been big on like the cussing and the everything that the world rap about. He ain't never really just been big on it. And you know, he was seeing me do it, and he was a fan of mine, and he just told me like you can go hard without all of the extra. So I put that into place, man, and then I started rapping about like really what I was just going through and what we had made it through growing up in our childhood and stuff like that. And that just brought the positivity on. But then I had a lady at a church that I was going to at one point in time that gave me an opportunity to write a song about one of the Sunday school lessons we were doing. And of course it had to be a church song because it was for church. And it just kind of like it came to me kind of easy. Me and my partners had did it. And then after that, we just started like making them songs. And they opened the platform to let us do it at the church. And I mean, like I said, I've been in church all my life. I always knew like right from wrong, what I shouldn't have been doing and stuff like that. And it's just kind of like, I don't know, God just started kind of moving in our lives. He kind of gave me a vision because I realized like the dudes I was hanging with, you know what I'm saying? I was like maybe a year or two older than them. So essentially they kind of like looked up to me, and somebody had pointed it out to me one day that they was like, man, they really just be riding, they be rolling with you, they just be riding with you, bro. I feel like if you come to church, they gonna come. And I did it one day, man, just to see if that was what the case was, and it was. So it was just kind of one of them things, man, where I felt like God would kind of put me in a position to be a leader. And man, I had done been misled. I ain't want to mislead nobody. Had a couple situations to where I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I did mislead some younger cats, and it was kind of I want to try to make that right, man. Put it out there. I had stopped rapping for a good minute, and I ended up with my boy Cody. Cody just wanted to hear like some of my music, and I ended up letting him hear a lot of music. He told me he liked it, and he was like, "Man, I'm actually trying to do this myself." He wanted to do a song with me. We did that song, and man, that was, I don't even know, man. That's had to been by like 7 years ago, and we just been locked in ever since then, man. Me and him, we do a lot of work together. We locked in. We real tight, man. He been on this journey. I've been on a journey. We kind of been holding each other accountable type situation. Then I got one of my other partners. He in the ministry. He a minister now, so he kind of hold me accountable, man. And it's just when you can look back. When I look back, see where I come from, man, and then they actually introduce me to artists that do this, and it kind of
Yeah,
shows the same thing. Like, dang, you really can go hard. Cause I'm talking about the Christian rappers that I listen to, man. I put them up against any industry artist, and they go way harder. Like Bizzle, D1. That's a cat like down in Louisiana, I think New Orleans way. That D1 cat.
yeah,
Hey man, he real nice, man. He real nice. And then J2W, man, that's a local artist. Like watching him all these years, man, that's a real humble dude to me, man. I've seen him. I've seen him living it as well as rapping about it. And just when you can see stuff like that, man, see how people could be proud to represent God and proud of God and what he done in their life, man. It's just like, bro, you gotta get at a chance. And everything that I wanted from the rap game, it's like God started giving it to me when I committed it to Him, and that's what I was gonna do for Him. He blessed me with the talent, so I'm gonna give it back to Him. And it's like once I really just tapped into that, shoot, everything just started happening for me, kind of real fast, man. And it wasn't nothing like this when I was rapping for the streets. It wasn't nothing like this.
Hey, I salute you, man. I love when you say cause like say you had a younger brother and you don't want to be misleading your younger brother or he mimicking what you doing out there. So you have to be careful what kind of fruits you put out there. But to go with that, I'm gonna ask you a question that you probably can relate to what I'm gonna say. Okay, you know how over here with the rappers, they want the glamour life, but they have to do like the drugs or selling drugs and all that. All right, then the people that rap for God, they might want the glamour life. They want the Cadillacs the preachers drive. They want the big house the preachers live in too. You feel me now? How can you relate that you know, you always got, they say you don't need riches to be in God. You feel me? You understand where I come from now?
Yeah.
And you rapping for the Lord, even though He'll bless you abundantly sometime with rapping for God out there. How that journey on people knowing that you can actually get the same abundance, rapping Christian style, probably want the big cars, the big house, the same way as the pastors want the house and the cars, and this for the Lord. But you know, like people when they rap for the streets, they want the house, the car, the fame, and the money. How you look at that when you say that you don't have to do wrong to get ahead? Because some people they want to be a rapper and they act like they got to do it street way to get the houses, the cars, and all that. Because you know, your message, you don't need no message for it. Is the message in the music? Feel me? And the music go fruit itself out there, but how do you look at them fruits out there with that? You see what I'm saying now? Cause I know people be like, man, I can do rap for the Lord and want the houses, the cars, and the you know, you see where I'm coming from now? Like that lavish lifestyle without going to the street to get it. You feel me now?
Yeah, it all kind of depends what you doing it for. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, I'm gonna tell you what I've been noticing here lately, man. A lot of people, Christian rappers, they coming out of everywhere. But I
Yeah,
can't really say that all of their intent is genuine. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like a lot of people are jumping over to this Christian lane because they feel like, oh, people gonna listen because it's Christian. People gonna support because it's Christian. But you know what I'm saying? If your intentions ain't really pure, ain't nothing gonna come from it. Cause I really could tell you, bro, ain't no money in it. Like, so if you're looking for the money portion of it, then you already headed in the wrong direction. Cause it ain't no money in it. Now, on down the line, once you solidify your relationship and your intentions with God, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, He will bless you abundantly. Fruits of your labor will come. But a lot of us, man, we already be reaping them benefits and we just be taking them for granted. Like, man, the Lord done blessed me up and to points to where I'm at in my life now, man, to where I really I don't really want for nothing. Like I want my health to stay good and I want my children to be good and my family. But as far as like the material things that one would be looking for the gain out the rap game or something like that, man, I don't really want for nothing, man. I'm my intentions is pure in our city, man. It's crazy right now. The younger generation is running rapid around here, man, and they misled, they mad, they confused, they really don't know how to feel or how to react on certain situations. So my focus is really right there, man, to try to show them like it's people out here that care. It's people out here that's trying to talk to you about Jesus, but they ain't trying to force them up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like your relationship with God is your relationship. A lot of people look at you and think their relationship gotta look like yours, but that's not the case. And like that's what I be wanting people to understand. Like God meet you where you at, and then he'll start changing you along the way. Long as you giving him that opportunity, you giving him that time, you giving that relationship life. Then the things that need to change about you, he'll change them in due time. But people be trying to put a time limit on it, and it just, man, it get rough.
Hey, speaking on that, how do you look at same way? Cause you know me, I'm growed up from the ghetto style, and I growed up, you know what I'm saying, like a Trill person. They trying to get out the streets. They ain't trying to run to the streets. But then you got some people, they running like the youth I heard, they running to the streets these days. And even with the labels of what they see on the internet, I heard they run into the streets. How do you look at people? Is this your opinion? And we ain't throwing shots at nothing. We just speak our opinion. But how you look at the youth that they go get a good fruits away, or they come out the church, or they come from abundant homes, and then they go straight to the streets out there trying to be something they not? And what you think about these days to where people that they can do the same thing Christian style, but now they over here trying to live a life they not? Because you never know what a rap when you trying to do that part until you start going out of town and going out to other states and stuff and seeing that what's it really with that drill stuff. Now you don't want to be no rapper no more. You looking fake now, but you talked all this gangster stuff in your music out there. You feel me now? So what can you say about that?
That was me, man. Bro, I came up in a 2-parent household, bro. My parents love me, man. They poured into us, bro. None of my other brothers was like me. For whatever reason, I got captivated with that street life, with that persona, man. Wanted people to be scared of me, wanted to make a name for myself, and you know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, I thank the Lord for I thank the Lord that I went through that little journey, because I realized like real dudes that's from the street, bro, like from like that, they live them lives when they real. They live that life because they don't, like, at that moment, they don't think that they got a choice. They really trying to survive. Like,
Yeah,
they maybe, we were like 13, 14 years old, man. I had friends that were taking care of themselves, you know what I'm saying, or living with their grandma, and grandma was old, and they ended up taking care of themselves in a grandma type situation. So they doing what they got to do, what they think they got to do to survive at the moment. And that had them running with older cats, gangbangers, selling drugs, stuff like that. But that was their life at the moment, in that current situation. But now when I look back, them people, bro, when they got their opportunity to leave the streets, bro, they left. Like, they business owners now, entrepreneurs and stuff like that. And it's just like they was in a situation because they had to. I would put myself out there because I thought it was cool, you know what I'm saying? And when you got people like that, it's kind of like it's kind of like they just making a mockery of their life, you know what I'm saying? Because like them people be in real situations, and my situation wasn't nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? You realize stuff like that, man, and because it's a bunch of people, like you just said, they looking at the TV. They trying to mock these lives of these people, and then the rappers on TV, they don't even be living them lives, bro. They rich. They
yeah.
not doing that, man. They rich. They playing characters, making us think is this and that, and then these kids running out here just throwing their lives away, man. And it's rough, but that was me. That was me trying to live a life and be somebody I wasn't.
Hey, far as that part of, like I say, living and like rapping for the Lord, working for the, like you said, I was bringing it up. I'm glad you brought that point up. A two-parent household. You think that part of sometime, because people think, because you know what I'm saying, that be our biggest thing. Sometimes we don't know that you come from two-parent households. You might slip through the cracks. You feel me? Your
Right.
parents them didn't know everything you go do, even though you came from a good house home out there. You know what I'm saying? But do you think that sometimes the ones that don't come from two-parent households out there, because I done seen plenty of people come from crackheads and mama was probably bummed, didn't have no dads, and they graduate and they went to school, college, and all that. And you got people sometimes come two-parent household, they lazy, don't go to school, they don't graduate, they don't do the same things. The drive be different. Like I say, man, when you ain't got that sometime, how the drive of having two parents in your house, and you know, when you got that, you know, your mom and them and your dad and them, they live in a structure. They live like they both go to church on Sunday. You feel me? They make this time for the family. And just say that part of you making time for the family compared to, okay, my mom and them made me go to church in that mentality of a two-parent household, and that didn't make me no better than what I am on knowing I got two parents. But then you got some people that have to go to church on their own because they didn't have nobody to make them go. You feel me? They had to
Yeah,
build their faith up on their own. How you look at that world now as you older and having two parents, you look back and you say, man, it didn't matter if I had two parents or not. It still was my choice to do right and do wrong. You feel me now? So,
that's,
so what
that's
can you tell about that?
it's definitely up to the person. It's definitely up to the person, man, because I got some homies. Matter of fact, when I was coming up, man, it was a group of us, man. It was my clique was like 8, 9 strong, and all of them except 2 came up in single parent households. And man, all my partners doing good, man. I got, we had some that unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, they had to learn that lesson the hard way. But I know one of my homies that was brought up in a single parent household. He's a he's a licensed therapist now, college graduate. He recipient of a master's degree. And then I got my little brother. He has a master's in education. And then I came up in a 2-parent household, but hey, I dropped out of college. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the journey, man. The journey that God set out for you. In order for you to fulfill your destiny, you gotta give them a chance. And that, like I said, that bring you back to it being up to the person. Man, a lot of people they get sidetracked on the adversity they gotta go through, and they feel like, why God let me have to go through this? Why God put me through this? You know what I'm saying? And that be the thing that break a lot of people. But then that same thing that break a lot of people be the thing that give a lot of people strength, because once you go through so much, man, and you hit rock bottom, bro, nothing can hurt you after that. Like nothing can bring you down because you at your lowest point. So then is when you look up, and only thing you can do is go up from there. Some people
Hey,
see the way and some people don't. Like I think it's definitely up to the person and where they at, man, in their heart and in their mind. That mental stability is important, man.
hey, I was gonna ask you, for that what you were saying on the mental support of yourself, how it is out there on knowing that, you know, I know you have seen it plenty of time. Like you say, people have good intentions when they locked up, or as I'm gonna say, they be holy when they locked up, and then when they get out, their intentions go different. What's your experience out there that made you something that made you lose faith, like disappointment or something, or a bad relationship, something that say, man, God, why this happened to me? I do everything right, and don't nothing go right for me. What's the experience that made your faith change and made you, and what's your experience that made you gain your faith back? Because, you know, we all go through them patches sometime where it might be things that get us question our faith sometime. Like, dang, man, why everything I do right, always something wrong going, but I do wrong, something go right. You know what I'm saying? That question fade out there. What can you say bad experiences or things unhappy that you got over in the past that you thought that you were losing your faith from? And you're like, man, it's all kind of things be thrown at me sometime to try to make me lose my faith. But like you say, didn't nothing make you break it when you be at your lowest out there. What's your experience of something that happened before?
Man, I never been in a situation to where I feel like I lost my faith, but I have, like, my faith has been questioned though. Man, I had a job, man, and I had worked hard on that job. I put in a lot of time, a lot of years. And remember I told you I dropped out of college.
Yeah.
But the job that I had, man, I put in the experience, and I put in the years, and I got the experience, and I worked my way up, man. And I was at a top-notch position, man. But then something happened to where essentially, you know what I'm saying, I gotta take accountability. I was wrong for the way I handled a situation, because it was something else better that could have been done. But you know, we had them moments in our life, man, to where we get sidetracked with distractions. So what had happened was, man, a customer had threatened me, man, pulled the knife on me, and it just situation escalated, man. And I kind of stepped out of my professional atmosphere at the time, and I did some things, and I felt afterwards like my actions were justified though, because at that moment I was a victim. I was being threatened. So I asked myself, you know what I'm saying, because essentially I ended up losing my job behind it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like waking up one day, having a full-time job, being the sole provider for your family, man, having all these miles and eyes depending on you. Then you could leave home to a job that day, but come home with no job. So I was kind of like wondering, like, dang, God, why this got to happen to me? Like, how you gonna put me out there like this to lose my job? And I wasn't even in the wrong type situation, but what happened in that situation, man? God took me out of a situation that I wasn't gonna take myself out of, so He could put me in a better situation. But I didn't realize that at that moment. Like, it was, man, maybe like a year or so down the road before I was able to look at that situation and be like, dang, God really just set me up for better. Because if I was still at that job, I definitely couldn't be doing what I'm doing with the Christian rap right now, for one. You know what I'm saying? And for two, it gave me a lot more time to be at home with my kids. It gave me a better work schedule. I didn't lose no money. And it's just like, myself personally, the job was so easy. I understood it. I had worked it so long, I could do it with my eyes closed. So I wouldn't have left on my own. But I was able to look at it like that, man, that I questioned my faith then because I was doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't out here stealing, selling dope, wasn't out here robbing nobody. I was going to work every day like an honest man, working hard, living paycheck to paycheck at portions throughout, you know what I'm saying? But having my faith, clinging to God, and then boom, I just get fired, you know what I'm saying? So that was one time when it was questioned, but it's like He quickly showed me that He in control. What He say is what it's gonna be. It says that He knows His plans for us, and they
Yeah.
plan to see us prosper, not to hurt us. So you know what I'm saying. At that moment, I felt like I was hurt. I felt like I was defeated. But man, I'm in a better position now than I ever was, to be honest with you.
That's what's up. That was Cause I'll be thinking about that, like you said, you start spending more time with your kids. There were probably girls that you can get back if you would just, you know what I'm saying, all into the work and never
Yeah,
just spend that time with your kids. It was like a good eye-opening things. I look at things like that when what I'm doing wrong to know what I need to do right. You know, hey, you know me, I'll go everywhere. Hey man, I like the way you come with that. I like what you said about the intentions of knowing people that's sincere about the Christian mentality. Like you ain't trying to, you know, they always say the preacher be trying to sell souls out there. And you can spot that energy when you do music on people just trying to just use God's name to sell, make money off of it. And it, like I say, it ain't no money involved in it. And some people be want to get in it because it make their soul feel good. They don't get in it for just money. That testimony world out there, you feel me?
yeah.
It's like it's real sometimes. People just want to scream God's name in music out there and how good you been to them. That mean more to them in peace. You feel me? And that
Peace.
point of, you know that part, but you see what I'm saying when it comes to people with their intentions of or rapping for God for money, like, oh God, if I go do Christian music, he go, you know what I'm saying, bless me out there. And you be like, man, you in it for the wrong reasons. I love how you broke that down out there to let people know that, man, it's no gain, you know, if you going in the Christian rap for just money, then it's like, what is you going in there for? You all know God is fate and he could change all that. What's that perfection about? People need to know that, you know, because you young, and I'm glad you spoke on that. Everybody want to get reborn after them messed up in the streets. Now they want to go like even sing for the church or something. But what
Yeah.
that experience like, you young now, you can see how people attentions of what they in it for because it's no gain from that. That's something really need to be knowing. People need to say, hey man, you need to get into Christian rap because they want the abundance from the street rap. Feel me now?
Uh,
So they want to feel like if they get into Christian rap, it's gonna make the abundance. And then, like I say, man, they look at church as a business out there now. Like I say, the pastor sells souls out there. You feel me? He's selling souls out there, and you got to sell in your music. Is you sincere about how you God been good to you to sell souls? You feel me? What can you say the same way with music out there? People make good music to sell souls, or people make good music for peace and feel good. How do you look at that point of view of music to people like same way pastor selling souls to people putting God words on CDs to make music to make money off of? How you look at that world? Is it sincere? Because you know it. You say you sincere in what you look at that and you say, man, he doing it for the wrong reasons out there. He treating God like a business. He ain't treating God. You feel me? Like they
yeah.
say, church a business. Hey, you feel me? That's an even word on how you look at abundance.
Yeah, the thing is, man, like I can't say somebody doing it for the wrong reason because I mean I essentially I don't know where they at with God. I don't know what God telling them to do. I don't know what they telling God that they want to do and what he requiring of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, our relationships are different. You know what I'm saying? God requires more of me because I know better than he
Yeah,
might require somebody that's just now giving a life to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's I mean we that's a fine line about like kind of like saying I'm gonna judge somebody or whatever, and that's where we in the church be messing up and losing people, man, because sometimes, man, people get so saved that they just forget like that was you one day. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
might
yeah,
have
yeah,
been in the word and in church and everything, and your relationship, you know what I'm saying? It's done got to a point to where you real comfortable with God and what he doing in your life, but this other person, they just don't know faith like you. So this
yeah,
this look different to them. So they just a little bit more cautious, you know what I'm saying? God gonna treat them a little bit differently. His relationship and the way he communicate with them gonna be a little different. And the way that they communicate with God gonna be different. It's not gonna look like our relationship or my relationship, man. It's just a lot of time, man, in a church, the people just got to realize that, man, and they got to take a step back, man, and humble themselves. Um, do I think that do I think the church is turning a lot of people away? Yeah, I do, because of that reason. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't understand the order in church. A lot of people don't understand, you know, why you do certain things in church. The biggest thing is a lot of people don't understand the different offerings that's taken up in church. You know what I'm saying? The offerings are to, you got a benevolent offering is to help people in need. Then you have your tithes and offering, which is to take care of the storehouse. You know what I'm saying? That's how the church functions. Then you get all these other different offerings that they bring into the church, and that's what be messing with people. Have people thinking that, oh, we got to pay to come to church. God ain't say give this and that. You got a pastor that may be in a better position than you know what I'm saying, may have a nicer car or whatever, and people get to looking at that, and it be the distractions of the world, man. That's just how, that's by design, that's how it's supposed to be. It's a war. It's Satan versus God. You know what I'm saying? God pull you this close, he got you. Satan gonna throw some distraction in there to take your eye and your attention off of him. And that's, again, it's the person, it's the mindset, it's where their relationship at. Like, a lot of people just gotta give God time, just like we give everything else in the world time. You know what I'm saying? You might buy you a new bed. You're gonna give time for the mattress to form to your body where you can sleep good. You ain't gonna sleep good that first night. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way with God, man. Like, God ain't gonna give you everything you want in 20 minutes. It's a
Yeah.
process to get there.
Hey, the last one I'm gonna get up in. Last one. How you look at color, diversity, and not putting a color on God, whether it's Mexican, Asian, white, black, you know what I'm saying? How, and not looking putting a color on music, on who spread the gospel word of God out there. What can you say about color to God? And people look at, oh, is this not the black man religion, or Jesus ain't real, or that part of it's the white man religion, that ain't our religion. You know what I'm saying? For this, how you believe in the gospel, it don't matter what color, it's all diversity. To me, on how I look at God, I don't look at God as no color, you feel me? What can you say about people that rap for God, whether they white, black, Hispanic, Mexican, whatever, to people that, because you know, you probably been different places, and you probably seen the different with diversity with the gospel and the music you make, you see the diversity. But what can you say about the diversity with the no color out there? Because some people, they probably be just been around just black people with their religious life, and they don't know about other people, even when it comes to the gospel music or the Christian music, and how that goes together with the color barrier out there from diversity style of not looking at who making the music or who pushing the message, but it's all love out there. It's God's love. Basically, what I'm saying. How you look at color and diversity?
Honestly, man, I try not to I try not to look at the color, because at the end of the day, color really ain't got nothing to do with it. I mean, I got the same struggles as a white dude or a Mexican dude or Mexican and Hispanic. Like we all got similar struggles, man. So maybe I might end up doing a show or something somewhere where the crowd is predominantly Caucasian. You know, that actually happened to me a couple months ago. But
Yeah.
the message that I was rapping about was God, was what he done in my life, what he can do in your life. If you give him a chance, like that's my message. That message everybody can relate to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I feel like that whole color type situation. I honestly just feel like that's just another thing that the devil throw in there, man, to cause confusion. You know, because we all dealing with the same thing. We all dealing with the same thing. Everybody got money problems. Everybody got
Yeah.
family problems. Everybody got health problems. You know what I'm saying? We all dealing with the same thing. We, as a people, we deal with things differently. Some people can face problems head on. Some people like to try to run from them as long as they can, you know. But at the end of the day, we people. We all dealing with the same stuff.
That's what's up, man. Man, what can people reach you at, man? Your music, man, and what you plan on got going on in the, you know what I'm saying, the world look forward to people, and you know what I'm saying. Well, I'm gonna do one more thing before I say that. Oh, how you look at ticket sales when it comes to getting people to come out to even to look at the word or hear the priest or listen to Christian music, same way of having ticket sales when it comes to regular rap music out there. You think that people come out more when it comes to ticket sales for it is when you rapping God's word, or it's the same to you out there on how you try to get people to come out and listen to good music other than, you know what I'm saying, devil music, the devil's radio, as I'm gonna say. How do you look at that on who great to you by the ticket sales sometime? Because some people can pack a place with their music, and some people don't even might have like a lot of views online or something, but they can't pack no place out with their music though. You feel me now? So
Yeah.
how you look at ticket sales?
What I think about that, man, is as an artist, you progress. You reach a
Yeah,
certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you now, um, like with me, it's not a competition, man. I got a genuine heart for the people. I'm trying to give you what God love, but I personally feel like my rap style, I feel like my rap delivery, I feel like um the way I show, I feel like it's better than a lot of rappers. But I'm not a popular person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that's got this big group that run behind me, man. And when you got this big group, you got people, you know what I'm saying, that just sign off on anything just because y'all cool. And that's where you get that, oh, they get a lot of views on social media, but they can't pack a auditorium or a coliseum out of something like that. Those be those type of situations, man. It be people liking and sharing just because such and such did it, not thinking for themselves, not having their own opinion. Because, man, you'll be surprised at how many people stop me in the street here locally that'll tell me, hey, man, I see what you're doing, bro. Keep doing it, man. I like that. That's positive, man. But they won't share nothing that I post, or they don't react to nothing. But they'll see me and say it. You know what I'm saying? I did I did this just to test that theory. I did that hustle cartel challenge. You know what I'm saying? Just because dude popular, just because he had a lot of motion, I wanted to see. Okay, let me do this Christian rap on this dude challenge and see what they do. Man, you know I did more views on that than I done in my life.
hey, I said something to Cody yesterday. I said, man, whoever do a Christian song to that, they can't stop the hustle, they can't stop that. I said this will be a tight song for the Lord. And hey, boy, you got a wise mind to tackle the market. You feel me? But hey, you like you say, it gave you more views off something that was catchable out there, but it's God's words, though. You see what I'm saying? There's flavor to that.
But out of all
Hey,
people that viewed it, man, I can't say that all of them actually listen to that message. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them
yeah,
just because that's what was hot at the time.
yeah,
And that's that whole thing, man. Like right now, man, talent, actual talent is scarce, man. We don't just it's not a lot of talent that's moving these artists now, man. It's the popularity. That's why the social media presence is like it is, man, because that's attention. You don't even got a full song no more. So you can't even display your true artistry because nobody will pay attention to a full song. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah.
got to writing a verse and a hook, or sure, we might do two verses, but they only 8 to 12 bars a piece just to make the song short so people will listen to the whole song. But you can't really just display your true artistry because attention spans are so short now. Social media don't really just allow you to put no full song out like talking about, and nobody will listen to it anyways.
You think influential music is more catchy than people trying to make songs? Because, like I say, you might be from a city and they bring people around that influential people around, and you might can make that same kind of music, and they'll get way more love from your own city than you will off influential music. You feel me? So, and I feel you on the message. They put it when looking at the message. You feel me? It was that they was looking at the catchy beat and what's going on social media and how it would trend as a challenge. And I understand you with that, but that's why I asked you that part of the ticket sales packing it up. You feel me? And people don't know true talent same way. Everybody want to be an engineer online, or they want to be in the punch in game, because I didn't come in on neither one of them arrows, even though it's easier. But it's the point of being an authentic artist out there.
Yeah.
Uh, what can you say? And then we go get up out of here. What can you say? What need to go back to people that their originality? What can you say about originality and what we are lost in the youth for this people surviving more than 2 years in the industry? Because people don't last no more than 2 years, even if they get a 180 or 360 deal or whatever. Sometimes they get a deal to see can they sell, but then after 2 years, they don't hear from a person no more. What can you say about people with the authenticity and originality that are left since you've been coming in music as long as you've been in it?
Man, we need that. We need some more original authenticity because in the mainstream, I ain't talking about just I ain't talking about the gospel. You know what I'm saying? We can go and talk about the mainstream entertainment industry. You know, they are rapping about the same thing. Like back in the day, true hip hop, man, they were talking about their life, how they were moving, how they were getting through life, man, what we were coping with, man. You had true storytellers, poets. Now they just rapping about killing each other and selling a little dope. And that's it. That's every song. You pull 10 mainstream artists right now and you listen to a song and just really listen to it. Don't even focus on the beat, just listen to the lyrics. And I bet you it's them two things. And they might start talking about women in there. But that's it.
Yeah,
All they rap about. You don't know like how they look at a certain situation or how they got through a certain situation or how they got to where they at, why they rapping like they do. Like that used to be the thing, man, when you was telling stories on the beat. And that's I still try to do that, man, with spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
I don't make it be all about Jesus is the reason. You know what I'm saying? I try to sprinkle my life in there too and let them know, like, I believe in Jesus because of this. This is what he did for me. He brought me through this situation. He made me see this differently. I was about to crash out. I was headed to the pen, but he made me make these decisions. He put this person in my life to influence me to go and do such and such. I want to make my mom and my daddy proud. You know what I'm saying? Because I know growing up, they was questioning a lot of things, you know, like, dang, why John, why Darnell so bad? Why he doing this and that? Don't none of the other kids do this. But you know what I'm saying? I had to see things for myself. And I gave the Lord time. He showed me what I needed to see. And hey, I've been good ever since, man. A lot of things I go through, man, it don't necessarily have me down and out wanting to cry and stuff. It might slow me down a little bit, have me disappointed momentarily, but I know I got this saying that I tell myself when I feel like something getting too hard, man. I just always tell myself it ain't gonna last forever. And I just keep on going. But yeah, we
That's
need
what.
originality, man.
Hey, hey, that's all we can, man. Hey, don't let this be your only trip, man. We can we can go on down the road, see where we gonna be at. 5 months, but now see where we at, man. I like your grind, man. I salute you out there. I heard about you. I done see you. I think I seen you on stage first time at funeral council. You performing in public out there, man, and I
Yeah.
saluted you. I was listening to you. You feel me? And I like your stage performance and all that, because that means something when you're been in it. You have to learn how to actually stage perform and not just hold a mic and actually know how to get people into what you're saying. I was paying attention to you out there. And tell people where they can find some of your music. You know what I'm saying? If they want to collab with you, give them the info, man. Let them know where they can find S.A.T out there and how to spell that correct and say that correctly too.
Said it right, SOTS. SOTS, man. I'm on Facebook. My name Darnell Johnson. I'm on Facebook as Darnell Johnson, but I do have an artist page as well, SOTS. YouTube, I got a lot of my music on YouTube. SOTS19, that's my channel. I'm on Instagram, SOTS_19, TikTok, SOTS_19. I got a project about to drop, man, within I'm gonna try to get that mug out here to y'all by May. It's gonna be a little EP, probably 6 or 7 tracks. And I got 2 tracks right now on all the platforms. Men of Purpose and another track called Look Me in My Face. That Look Me in My Face track, man, it's one of those raw tracks that it's got the gospel in it, but it's speaking to that generation, man. Y'all need to go stream that one for real, man. It's talking about them being misled and us taking accountability for misleading them. Because if we being honest, man, hey, I say we because I done it myself. You know what I'm saying? We be pushing the wrong agenda sometimes. We be making other things seem as if they more important. You know what I'm saying? But I say, man, if you can think about something you doing, and in 6 months, if whatever you doing ain't gonna be important in 6 months, you probably don't need to be doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Man, much love, man. I told you we gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
We gonna get it done, man. Practice make perfect,
what?
mistakes and all, man. Feel me though? You can't have you know what I'm saying, with test without a trial, baby. You feel me? So next time, man, we gonna get that YouTube down more. And man, you just come through sometime, man. You just want to introduce some, you know what I'm saying, some projects out there, and Man, how you putting your visuals together out there? I want to see some visuals put together from you. I
Man,
feel like your music already there. I just need the visuals now.
go to that S.A.T.T 19 on YouTube. It's 2 full-length videos on there, and then I got some snippets, man, of some performances we did. I got my boy Mission on there with me, Cody. He on there
Yeah,
with me. My partner DJ B Mo. He on there. My kids, man. That's I keep going for them because they look up to me like that, man. One of my little girl told me I was her favorite rapper the other day, and you know what I'm saying. That mean a lot to me because you got it's some big names to be trying to be competing with to be their favorite rapper, but she looking up to me as a Christian rapper, and she love being on stage performing with me. Her and my little boy, so they on there. I got some new songs coming, man. I got some guys in Little Rock that I done tapped in with to do some features. Cody dropping his project soon. We did some features on there. It's a lot going on, man. I ain't a real big social media presence. I do a lot of work behind the scenes, man, but it's a lot going on, man. Shout
man.
out.
Speaking of man of purpose out there, before we get up out of here, how do you relate that good to the youth out there dealing with that challenge out there, brother love and brotherhood out there? What can you say about that man of purpose and how they been good to you in that position of showing you the things of the older breed, looking into the younger breed now, pouring in the younger generations out there?
Man, I'm just grateful they gave me an opportunity to represent with them, man. They listened to my music, man, and heard the message, and they wanted to give me an opportunity. Our visions align, but I like it because it's giving it's giving what we need in the community, man. A lot of strong will, men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids lacking fathers, man. They lacking that masculinity. They lacking that image that they need, man, to show them what a true man look like, and not just any man. You know what I'm saying? A man of purpose that stand for right, that want to see them live, that want to see them prosper. Because I remember, man, it was just a few years back, I had people telling me that we the next generation, and it
Yeah.
don't really resonate until you live in the part. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm out here, I'm an advocate to the kids, man, I'm trying to advocate to them a good life and show them how important it is to want to live an honest life, want to have an honest living, man. And you got young kids, man, that's fathers and stuff like that, man. But if they keep living like they living, then that cycle gonna repeat. They child gonna grow up without a father, and it's just men of purpose, man. They out there trying to make that a realistic point of view, trying to show these children that, man, we working on some projects for this year. Some big things coming to Eldorado this year, man, through Men of Purpose, man. Shout out God for aligning us to be able to do that. But yeah, man, I love that committee, what they come together for and what they stand for, man.
That's what's up, man. Man, don't let this be your only time, man. We go hook up behind the scenes too, man. I'm gonna be
Hmm.
doing some trips coming to the city down there, man. Like I say,
So
man, whatever I can do, man, let me know, man. For
you
real
ain't,
though.
bro?
Huh?
You not in Eldorado?
Nah, I'm in Little Rock.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
um I'm from El Dorado, but I moved up here. I've been up here like the last 15 years. I
What
just created a platform for people that's in South Arkansas that can chase their dreams without being in South Arkansas. You feel me now? So
who
I
used
know a lot of people from the area, but they ain't around there no more. You feel me now?
who you used to rap with down here?
Man, I used to rap with the L Dog Halls. I'm Skulla B.
I know.
I'm
I'm looking at that name, man. I knew. Yeah. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, I started, man. I just transitioned out of it because I had to learn the business side of stuff, and then I had to learn how the difference between business teams and rap teams, and I had to learn the business. You know what I'm saying? It kind of slowed my process down. Then I had kids in the midst of that, so a lot of pride just got flipped, and then it wasn't worth me trying to chase no career and miss out on my kids. You feel me now? So
Very,
everything had a slow process, and if I probably would have blowed up then sometime, fam, I think I'd probably be dead because there's so much jealousy and hate went with it. You feel me now? So
yeah,
sometimes you glad something don't happen good because he might set you up down the road that you need more attention to than right then. You feel me now? So I'm better like this because I'm better at peace than I ain't worried about looking over my shoulder or watching. You feel me now?
yeah, yeah,
So I'm giving that peace more, man. But that's what it said, man. I try to keep a voice for everybody, and I support everybody. I don't care who don't support me, but I try to keep that voice so people can chase their dream, and people that got music that ain't from around there or whatever they got going on positive. I try to still get that voice to South Arkansas because that's an industrial area, and a lot of people, that were Conagra days and all the business and the population and changed over the years to where now you see how it is, and it's like that voice of people leaving and some people still can make a good living around there, but the ones that want to be in the entertainment world from rapping and singing,
yeah.
man, please, you got to move around to do that. The game ain't gonna come to you. You got to go chase it. You feel me?
You
Now,
right.
your world, God message, it'll come to you. But that other world, you got to go chase it. See what I'm saying now? So, man, we go collide, man. We collaborate, man. This South Arkansas Trill Talk, man. Tuned in with S.A.T.T out there, man. Shit, man. You go see more of us, man. Check his music out, man. Check him out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, man. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, he got some bangers out there, visuals, man. He he the real deal in real life, not just the internet. So y'all need to start knowing who to follow that's sincere about God than just the masses on likes and shares. Because everybody, you got to know who's spreading the message in the area to get ahead sometime, baby. But man, much love out there. Tune in anytime, man. I'm
Man,
gonna pick this up, man. For real. All right, man.
all right.
What? Yeah.